It's time for another top 10 action figure video. This time, the Action Figure Cave counts down our 10 most wanted Black Series figures not yet made. This is all coming up on the next Action Figure Cave video. Hello boys and girls, it's Michael here from the Action Figure Cave, and I say boys and girls because at one point we had 99% male viewers versus 1% female viewers, but recently I was checking the analytics and our female viewers have gone up to 3%. So I know you girls are out there, I know you're watching. So anyway, again, another top 10 list. This time the list is going to be figures that we want to see in the Black Series line that have not been made yet. It's a top 10 list, but it's not in any order. So obviously number 10 is not going to have less weight than number 1. I'm just going to randomly call names out, and I'm going to play lawyer a little bit and give reasons why we should have this figure. There's some figures in here that I still can't believe they haven't made yet. Hopefully we'll get to see them soon. So anyway, Hasbro, if you're watching, just some free marketing for you guys. Let's kick off the list with Garindan, the Imperial spy from A New Hope. So there's a lot of different reasons why we should have this figure. First reason is that because he kind of looks like Gonzo from the Muppets. Also because obviously he's the Imperial spy in the Mos Eisley Cantina. I'm not sure if it was Garindan, but his species was in The Mandalorian on I think it was the first season, one of the first scenes. This character or this species was in The Mandalorian. So definitely the way Hasbro is treating Mandalorian right now, kind of putting a lot of figures out. It's possible we might see this figure because of that. If anything, this figure should have been made already. We don't see this character a lot as an action figure, and a last reason why we should see this figure, and probably the most important reason, is because of this.
Yes, they really need to make Garindan. He would be a great addition to the Black Series collection.
So yeah, Garindan is one of Dylan's favorite aliens from the Star Wars universe. Anyway, the next two figures are going to be Jedis, and we just got a whole bunch of Jedis from Attack of the Clones. I think these two figures will make sense that they make them very soon. Number 9 is Leia Secure. So, all right, she doesn't have a lot of screen time, but you can see her in Attack of the Clones, and she does have a very weird death scene in Revenge of the Sith. And obviously she's from the Clone Wars, and so I grew up with the original trilogy, but I kind of considered myself growing up with the prequel trilogy too, because when the prequels came out, I was in my late teens, early 20s, and I was still growing up. Leia Secure was one of my favorites, even though, again, like I said, not a lot of screen time. Let's face it, guys, what fans out there kind of had a crush on Leia Secure? I would love to see her be made in the Black Series line. The next figure is going to be another Jedi, and it's going to be Shakti. Not a lot of screen time. Her actually death scene got removed from Revenge of the Sith. It wasn't a great scene, so that's why it was edited out. But she definitely plays a big role in the Clone Wars. Sideshow Collectibles made a beautiful premium format statue of her, and I actually owned it at one point. Fortunately, I don't own it anymore. But I would definitely love a 6-inch figure of Shakti. It would just be wonderful. Number 7 on the list, it's going to be a sequel character, and let's face it, I don't like collecting the sequel figures as much as I like collecting the prequel figures and the original trilogy figures. I don't hate the sequels, but I don't really get excited when new figures come out from the sequel trilogy. This figure here, this character I like, and I think this figure should be made. A Ben Solo Black Series figure. Actually, we don't have a Kylo Ren figure with the new face print, so this would be a great opportunity to make Ben Solo with the new face print. So I definitely think that should be done, hopefully very soon. Next figure on the list is going to be our another prequel figure, and it's a new Gunray, and not a very popular character, but a very important character. This character was in all 3 of the prequel movies, and you can see him in the Clone Wars as well. And since we have a Jango Fett figure, we have the Count, we have a lot of Attack of the Clones figures, Battle Droids, this guy will look great on the shelf with those figures. All right, so let's go to number 5, and we're gonna switch back to the original trilogy. So you remember Hasbro, I know Mandalorian's hot right now, and Clone Wars, and you're making a lot of figures from those movies and TV show, great, but don't forget about the original trilogy. You gotta keep them coming. And this figure here, I would love to see, and it's the 2-1B medical droid. So, all right, why do I want this figure? Well, it's from my favorite movie, The Empire Strikes Back, and we have a lot of Hoth figures, and this figure just looks great with any Hoth display. And we got a lot of Galaxy Edge droids, which I'm not really too crazy about. So I'd rather have a 2-1B medical droid. I mean, he did, fix up Luke how many times? So that's definitely number 5. So the next figure on the list is definitely a request from Patrick. And if you know Patrick, you know who his favorite Star Wars character is. And this figure is Darth Sidious. And you're gonna say, well, we have an Emperor already. We do have the Return Jedi Emperor. We don't have the Darth Sidious version in the Black Series line. I would love to see a deluxe version of this figure, perhaps with a switch out portrait, so we can have the Darth Sidious and the Chancellor, and perhaps a different robe to match the Chancellor and the Darth Sidious character. I mean, this guy is the main villain of the Star Wars universe, and the main character, and one of the main characters in the prequel trilogy and the Clone Wars, so we need to see that figure come very soon. Next figure is another prequels character, and I would like to see another Padme figure made, particularly one from the Phantom Menace. I would love to see the Queen version, either the black or the red one. I actually prefer the black one. I think that figure has a lot of potential to be a beautiful, awesome figure. So I would love to see it get done. So we have 2 more figures left. The next spot is going to be a Rogue One figure. So next year is going to be 5 years. I can't believe it's 5 years already, but it's going to be the 5-year anniversary of Rogue One. And we're probably going to see some figures come out, but I really want to see this figure. And I know this character has been made already. It's of Jyn Erso. We have seen her twice in the Black Series line, and both times the figures are not very good. I think they're probably one of the worst head sculpts Hasbro has made in this line. They look nothing like the character, but now we have the new face printing. I would love to see a Jyn Erso in the Imperial disguise. I think that will look awesome and go well on the Rogue One shelf. Hasbro, another Jyn Erso figure. Make her face look like actress. Okay, and the last figure on the list, and this is figure here, I'm not saying I want it the most, but I cannot believe we don't have this figure. And we actually don't have this figure in the Vintage Collection either, which is very surprising. Bib Fortuna, right? This character is Jabba the Hutt's right-hand man, right? And Jabba the Hutt is a big favorite in the Star Wars universe. I mean, I talk to fans all the time, and a lot of people say, yeah, Jabba the Hutt's one of my favorites. And we have Jabba the Hutt in the Black Series line, but we don't have Bib, right? So this character needs to be made, and he's in a big part of the movie, in Return of the Jedi. And I mean, if you make a Michael Jordan figure, you're gonna make a Scottie Pippen figure, right? So I feel like you can't make a Jabba and not have Bib, right? So I hope this figure gets made. I don't think it's gonna be made anytime soon, but I'm hoping it really does. So anyway, that's my list. What figures do I think is going to get made? And this list, obviously, is going to take a couple years to get down this list. I think you have a good chance seeing Leia Secure and Shaak Ti get made this year. I mean, 2021, because they're kind of on the Clone Wars kick right now. Maybe Ben Solo, getting Darkseid Rey. Maybe we see Ben Solo towards the end of 2021. I think I'm reaching a little bit with 2-1B medical droid. I think we lost the opportunity to get in that figure because of the I thought maybe we'll get him in the 40th anniversary line for Empire Strikes Back, but we didn't. So I'm not sure if we're going to see that figure anytime soon. Again, Bib Fortuna, I just cannot believe that figure has not been made yet. And I think we might see a Jyn Erso figure. I really think that, the 5-year anniversary is coming up. Not a huge thing, but we might see that figure. Hopefully we do see that character, because the other figures were not good, like I said. All right, guys, so this is my list. Obviously, there's probably characters that I missed. So that's what the comment section is below. So I appreciate if you guys let me know what characters that you want to see. If there's a character here that I'm missing, let me know. Okay guys, so into the next Action Figure Cave video, go make yourself a top 10 most wanted Black Series list.